Let me guess, you clicked on this video because you're trying to lose weight. New year, new goals, new I'm going to get myself together this time. You saw the thumbnail, overweight guy on the left, less overweight guy on the right. How I lost 200 pounds in under a year. All the magic buzzwords that make you think maybe this random guy actually knows something. How do I know that? Because I've been big for a very long time. So big, I can't remember the time I wasn't over 300 pounds. As a kid, doctor visits felt more like a court hearing. You're above average for your age, which is doctor code for you're ginormous for a sixth grader. I was your stereotypical fat kid, bigger and taller than anyone else. You could spot me in a crowd like a streetlight, sweating through a hoodie thinking it would hide my jelly rolls. During PE, I was always dead last. Anything involving running, I was getting lapped at least 3 times. My mile run was not timed, it was estimated. Swimming? Yeah, I'm gonna keep my shirt on for this one. Bus rides? If you sat next to me on the bus, I hope you like living on the edge because that's exactly where you'll be sitting. Theme park rides? You know, they all have weight limits. So most of the time, I'm just praying that the safety bar would click down so I wouldn't get launched into orbit. You wouldn't believe how many broad jokes people had locked and loaded ready for me. I wasn't giving anyone the chance to hit me with that hey line. I couldn't do what the other kids could. I always felt like an outsider. So while other kids spend their summer hanging out, doing whatever normal kids do, probably out in the mall or something, I spent mine alone, trying to lose weight again. While everyone else was having fun, I was running in 90-degree weather, thinking, if I sweat more, that means I'm losing more weight. Then I'd starve myself, thinking, well, if I don't eat a lot, I'll lose more weight. Listen, I was 15, okay? I used to watch Jackie Chan Adventures and Dragon Ball Z. This was peak logic for me. This was before I knew drink mixes were a thing. My mindset was simple. If it hurts, keep doing it. Push harder, lose faster, make up for lost time. And after 5 brutal weeks of this training, I will lose a grand total of 2 pounds. So I did what you're doing right now, looking up weight loss videos. How to lose 30 pounds in 5 weeks. Do this one trick to melt belly fat. None of it stuck, none of it worked. By the end, these people were Olympic-level scammers that preyed on your insecurities, enter your credit card information, and we'll send you the truth.
Oh my God! I don't think you have the facilities for that, big man.
So I had to give up again, and every time I stuck on the scale and I saw it go up, it meant I'm too lazy, I'm not working hard enough, and I'll never change. That intro I gave earlier, yeah, that was the story of my life. For 20 years, I've lived in that loop. Motivated, disciplined, ready for the new me. Then I'd get burned out, disappointed, and heavier than before. I'd hype myself up in January, end up heavier by December. All those bad months, all those bad years stacked up until one day, I stepped on the scale and I was 570 pounds. I was so big I could only work a few days at a time because my body couldn't handle my own gravitational pull. I needed cinder blocks under my bed because the frames weren't built for 600-pound men. I could barely move, and when I did, it was just to the fridge and back, until eventually I stopped believing in myself at all. Then one day, in June 2024, I finally asked for help. Those first few weeks were brutal. Felt like someone special beamed me through the stomach. I was shuffling around in a blanket and hospital socks, which yes, I still wear to this day. Freeze free, fight me over it. Then came the liquid diet phase. Tiny sips from a shot glass-sized cup, drinking medicine that looked like piss and tasted like someone melted a penny in an expired Flintstones gummy. And they had the nerve to call it buried treasure.
No, you ain't.
Water, protein, piss, repeat. For 4 straight weeks. Eventually, I snapped and thought, let me try some eggs for God's sake. Bad idea.
Oh no.
It was like sliding down a water park slide with no water. Slow, painful, and unforgettable. Surgery came with its drawbacks, sure. There was that one time my family decided to get Chinese food. You know, chicken lo mein, hibachi, egg rolls, wings. They were eating all of that, and all I had was egg drop soup. You know, there's nothing wrong with egg drop soup, okay? But it's just when the alternatives are so much better than this, because they don't have an egg-sized stomach, they're free to do whatever they want. You guys do know I can still smell, right? I mean, I'm not bitter or anything. That was a long time ago. Yeah. Oh, right. Weight loss. But the positives outweigh everything else. And for the first time in decades, that constant voice in my head telling me to eat anything and everything finally went silent. Then the scale started dropping. And I'm not talking about a pound here or there. No, I'm talking about week after week, month after month. I wasn't fighting myself every day. I wasn't negotiating for every meal. That's why I'm making this video, while it's still fresh in my mind, because we only ever see the after, the highlight reels, the before and after pictures, but no one shows you the in between, the what they did, how they did it, what they learned. They've already built the mental toughness, the discipline, the habits, the routines. They've already crawled through the part that you're stuck in now. So when they tell you what to do, it's not that they're wrong. It's just that it won't land for you. It won't stick because you're not there yet. The reason why I lost so much weight in such a short amount of time is simple. I stopped eating like this. It's simple, but we make it hard on ourselves because losing weight isn't a body battle. It's a mental battle. If you're someone pushing 400, 500, even 600 pounds, you have to come to grips with the fact that something is seriously out of balance. What's keeping you stuck isn't just the food. It's the cycle that makes you reach for it. If you're that size, you developed a toxic relationship with food. And if you don't start facing that, it will control you. If you want to lose weight, you got to fix the way you look at food. I'm not saying you shouldn't enjoy it. You just need to change how you look at it. What are your triggers? What are your weaknesses? When do they happen? Because let's face it, all this happens behind closed doors when you're by yourself. It's not like you're out here getting fat in public for everyone to see. Well, back then it wasn't like that. Most videos online will never talk about the borderline mental addiction to food, the dependence on it, and the environment that feeds those habits. They're just as important. They'll just say, eat less, move more, which yes, is correct. But if you spent most of your life in a bad relationship with food, it's about unlearning years of bad habits that have become your normal. I am convinced 100% of weight loss starts in the kitchen, not the gym, not the treadmill, not some online program someone's trying to sell you. The secret is you, because once you fix what's up here, the body will follow. We already know what to do. Eat better, move more, sleep right. But knowing that isn't the hard part. The hard part is doing that consistently while dealing with life and yourself. There is no magic pill. There is no one weird trick. There is no secret sauce. And yes, this whole video's premise is a reference to a movie from 1999, but you get my point. 200 pounds in a year, not that impressive. All that means is that I was standing in my own way for years.
Not genetics, not my schedule, not my situation, me. I overthought everything, trying to be perfect all the time and then quit when I wasn't. Listen, I'm just a random guy who's been overweight his whole life. They lost a lot of weight in their late 20s and is trying to give out some advice on the internet. Half the time, I don't even know what I'm doing. I'm here trying to work out, trying to record, trying to get the right angle. Most of the time I'm out of breath, camera's crooked, lighting is absolute trash. The echo in here is... I'm learning as I go with all of this. I'll mess up, figure something out, then try again. And look where I am now, with a mediocre routine.
I figured this weight loss thing would be a straight line down, but oh boy, my body has finally caught on to my shenanigans, and it is not happy with me. That's why I'm making this video now, not after I hit my goal, but while I'm still fighting, while it's still hard. Maybe something I've learned can help you connect the dots. Perhaps I can give you some advice from a perspective of a big guy who's still big, but is gradually losing. The best advice I can give you, start now, start slow, and gradually build up. Don't wait until next month or next year. All you're doing is setting yourself up for some overblown expectations that will crash and burn halfway through the year.
Sorry, it's getting hot in here, and I don't have my handy dandy fan on. It's like, why do you wear that thing on your head? Because this is a lot of, you see, it gets hot. Leave me alone. So after all that gathering, what's the message of this video? It's not consistency. You already know that. You've been told that millions of times. The real problem that you're having is that you're not taking yourself seriously. And I get it, because if you're like me, we're not talking about 20 or 30 pounds, like a little stroll around the corner. No, sir. We're talking about hundreds of pounds. At that point, you're trying to remove a whole extra person. So it's just easier to just say, fuck it, I'll stay big. I've said I'm gonna lose weight hundreds of times in the middle of the night just to wake up back on my bullshit. So eventually, you just stop trusting yourself. You don't even want to say it out loud anymore because it just feels like, oh shit, here we go again. But if you're serious and you really want to lose this weight, you'll have to say it 101 more times until you actually mean it.
I was failing because I wasn't committed to the process when everything stopped being exciting, because I wasn't taking this seriously.
So start here. Take yourself seriously.